Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. 2021, what a lovely year. Well, one of the first mini videos in my mini series I'm gonna share with you guys this year is on self-care. Self-care, what is self-care? We hear the word self-care very often, but when you think about it, what do you think? So for me, self-care is number one, about putting yourself first. Okay, putting yourself first is a very easy concept, but a lot of us forget it. So this is your reminder. Put yourself first in 2021. Why should you put yourself first? Because if you don't put yourself first, your body, your spirit, your soul, your emotions could suffer. And every other thing, all of those things that you're putting first before yourself can eventually suffer because you didn't put yourself first. So always think of self-care as the number one most important thing that you need to do for yourself and for everybody in your life, because when you put yourself first, everything thrives. What do I mean by putting yourself first? Okay, so putting yourself first is, stopping that very bad habit of I will rest when all the work is done. Okay, put your rest, prioritize your rest, then do all the work. Like, I'll give you an example of right now, I'm taking a walk. I love to take walks, but sometimes I find myself, I'll go finish all the work, then I'll take a walk. And sometimes when you finish all the work, you're tired and then you can't take a walk. Self-care is understanding that I take the walk and then I go do the work, okay? So that is essentially self-care. Learn to prioritize your self. About prioritizing ourselves, what are the aspects of our life that we can find ways to do self-care? Quite honestly, I like to think of self-care in terms of health, happiness, and wealth. So those are the three things that for me I think that comprises self-care. So we'll touch on them one by one. Okay? Self-care in terms of health, everything that makes you healthy, annual physicals, massages, just anything that keeps you healthy. Please do it. Walks, like what I'm doing right now. Take walks as frequently as you can. Exercise, diet, eat clean diets is also part of staying healthy. Health. We all know, people say health is wealth, and quite honestly, that is very true. Health is one of the most important part because our body needs to be healthy. If it's not healthy, we get sick, and God forbid, we can die. And so, prioritize your health, do your annual physicals. Do not want a situation where, you prioritize work and the family and kids and everything else and keep postponing and not doing annual physicals and then find out years later that you have a disease that you could have prevented if it was caught early. And then I also think of self-care in terms of wealth, okay? People don't see wealth directly as self-care, but I see wealth as self-care because if you think about it, there's so many things you want to do, you should do. You should eat healthy, you should make time for exercise. But if you don't have enough, if you don't build enough wealth, if you don't acquire enough wealth, if you're not financially stable, you worry so much, you don't do your exercise. You think that healthy food is expensive, and so you eat junk, So that is why wealth is such a big part of your self-care. Okay, so definitely be on your hustle is part of self-care. Just having enough money in the bank to be able to sleep well at night, part of self-care, to be able to keep your blood pressure down. So building wealth is a form of self-care. Okay, so always be about your money. You guys know I'm always about my money. So finally, the third one is happiness. Okay, so happiness is a big part of self-care. Quite honestly, that is the most common form of self-care. People associate making yourself happy with self-care, and they are right. So always check your emotions. Always check, test out people. Whenever you're mad, whenever you're constantly mad at something, if it's about someone, check that relationship. Self-care is definitely about your happiness. What makes you happy? Know it and do it. You guys know I'm big on happiness. I am huge on happiness. Emotional health is definitely part of good health, and we should all be big on happiness. Here is definitely about being happy. Whenever you're sad or mad or miserable, just check it. Think to yourself, why am I mad? Why am I sad? Don't be scared to cut people off if they make you sad all the time. You see that all the time you're mad and it's because of this one person. cut them off. I don't care who they are. I'm telling you right now, I do not care who they are. Cut them off. Okay, and if it's a relationship that you cannot cut off, for example, if your kid makes you happy all the time, if they're minor, sorry, you can't cut them off. But I mean, I guess you really can, but please, you shouldn't. You should always give your child chance to to make you makes you happy, or any relationship that you can't necessarily cut off makes you happy. Deal with it. Think to yourself, go dive in deeper. What does it make me sad? What can I do so that this relationship can be better? If you're the adult in that relationship, definitely talk to the child. If you're a partner in that relationship, like your husband makes you happy, your husband makes you mad, or your wife makes you mad, deal with it. See a counselor if you have to, because relationships are like a fundamental part of our happiness. Most of the time, we are in a relationship to make us happy. So when that relationship makes us sad or mad or miserable, it's definitely something that we have to do. I would just conclude by saying, take time for self-care in 2021. Don't forget happiness, health, and wealth. Take time to take care of those things so that you have a beautiful 2021. Love you guys, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification button so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to know. Of course, if you want to learn more about beauty, well, check out my YouTube videos on money. I have a lot of YouTube videos on money, success, motivation of this kind. So please do check them out. And yes, subscribe. Press that red button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys.